Do you want to know how to build discipline? Well, stay tuned. In this video, I'm going to share with you 2 ways how to start doing it right now. Hey, Jason here. If you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through Joburg, showing you how beautiful of a place it is here, how safe it is here, and how much I really love it here being in South Africa. However, most importantly, I've been talking to you about success, what it is, how to get it in the 3 areas of life that I focus on: happiness, health, and wealth. And so let's go ahead and get into the video. What are the 2 ways to build discipline? Now, if you want to be successful at that, you need to know what the definition of success means. And by Earl Nightingale, he discovered this definition, or came up with it in 1956 after his countless years of research. And he said success is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. And that is such a great definition. If I've been looking back in my life, looking at the different areas of my life where I've had success, that definition hits it right on the head. And so, what is discipline? Because you can't build something if you don't know what it is. And so, if you know me, I love defining words and I love understanding what these words really mean. So, discipline is giving yourself a command and following through with it until it is finished. Meaning, you say, hey, this is my goal. I want to lose 10 pounds. You follow through and you commit to that, and then you don't stop until you actually reach your goal. Once you reach your goal, you rediscipline yourself and you set a new one. And this is why most people do not reach their goals or ever get to accomplish their dreams. The difference between a dream and something that's reality is the reality has come into play. The only thing that's stopping the dream from coming into play and becoming real or reality is we are not disciplined to actually get it. And so the fastest way to achieve discipline is by bringing order to your mind. So many times we think discipline is an external thing. However, it's an internal thing for each and every last one of us. There's a reason why some people are more disciplined with going to the gym than others. There's a reason why some people are more disciplined with scholar work, going to the university, schools, things like that. There's a reason why some people are more disciplined and able to do things more rigid and structured, like the military. All of this is because of what's going on inside here. And I didn't know this growing up. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I did not know any of this information growing up. And I know, like, a lot of times, if you're watching from South Africa on the continent somewhere, a lot of times we have this false belief that, oh, America's the dream country, everything's great, it's amazing. I didn't learn this stuff, yo. I had to pay money, and not pay money, I had to invest money in myself by hiring mentors and hiring people who became successful to start learning this information. And then from there, they started telling me books that I should read, and I just brought those books into my natural regimen. Books such as The Richest Man in Babylon, Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Now, this is just another caveat to that book. If you get The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy, it does include all of this. And books such as Atomic Habits, How to Make Small Changes to Get Big Results. Like, this is how I started learning this stuff, and I study this stuff on a daily basis. You know, what you don't get to see on video here is, like, earlier I had a Bob Proctor program going I was listening to. I had an Earl Nightingale program going I was listening to. Like, I study these things because it brings order to my mind and it helps keep me disciplined. And this is what helped me be able to travel around the world. Like, even when there's tough times, things are happening, I use discipline to keep me going so I don't look back, that I don't fall back, to be honest with you. And so, and so you can do this order, because you may be like, okay, Jason, so how do I bring order to my mind? And just let you know, I'm reading off my notes here. So yes, I have a structured notes, I do this. So if you're a content creator, just caveat, if you're a content creator, don't feel like you have to keep everything memorized. Have notes that you can look off of, have an order and structure. Like, you see the discipline here, order and structure. It's bringing order. And like, this just shows you, this is how success happens. And so you can do this through numerous ways. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's probably millions of ways out there how to discipline yourself. I wanna focus on 2. These 2 work really well. And the reason why I like these 2 ways are because you can start seeing a change instantly. Like you start really focusing in and honing in on these, and you commit to them, your discipline will change right away because you'll start craving that order. Um, like if you ever had, like, let's say if you're someone who loves chocolate cake, like you just see a piece of chocolate cake in front of you, and you just your mouth is salivating, and you're just like, yo, I'm about to tear this cake up. That's how it starts feeling after you start getting that order in your mind. You just start salivating. You just want it more. It's like a hunger for it inside. It's a spiritual hunger. And so this is why I really love these two ways. And those two ways are through meditation and a positive mental attitude. Now, you may be like, okay, Jason, I've tried meditation, that didn't work. However, most people never tried meditation. And this is what I mean. Most people teach meditation of quiet your mind, empty your mind, stop thinking. You can't stop thinking. That is impossible. The only time we stop thinking, and honestly, we still most likely think because we're conscious beings, we're spiritual energy, is possibly when we leave these avatar bodies, when we die. Or if you follow Esther and Abraham Hicks, when we croak. That is the only time these physical bodies no longer can hold a thought. So teaching meditation of stop thinking is one of the worst things you can try to do, because the more you try to stop thinking, your mind is going to get flooded with thoughts, because it's telling you, yo, I'm alive, I'm consciousness, here I am. Tap into this energy, tap into this energy. So what you actually want to do with meditation is slow down your mind by sitting still. You want to sit still. And the reason why you want to sit still is you want to get the body from acting. Most of us, we do most of our thoughts based off external things, using our senses and using touch and things like that. So because we want to stop the senses and stop processing information from external sources, we want to process information internally. It's coming from within us. The mind is within this vessel. So you want to sit the vessel still. You don't have to be in a dark place. It needs to be a quiet place, because the less distractions you have as you're first starting out with this, the easier and simpler it will be for you to get success with this. And remember, success is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. So this may not be something you accomplish right off the first time you get it. So keep trying, keep doing it, and commit to it on a daily basis. And so then as you're sitting still, you want to use something that I call present moment awareness. Present moment awareness. You want to stop thinking about past things in your life. You want to stop focusing on where you want your future to be, and you want to just sit in the present moment. The reason why you want to sit in the present moment, you need to activate your internal feelings right now. Most of the times we believe that, oh, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm having this, I'm having that, I'm angry. And the truth is we're holding on, or we're holding on to an emotion that is from a previous event. Now, what I mean by that, take this example. Have you ever been cut off in traffic and you was pissed off because the person may have almost hit you, they're driving reckless, and how long did you let that anger keep going, even though it's not still happening at the present moment? This is the power of present moment awareness through meditation. It takes you out of that past event of some fool trying to hit you, or driving erratic on the road like he has no clue what he's doing in life, or probably don't even care about his life. And it's bringing you back to, I'm alive, I'm here right now, I'm happy, I'm okay, it is safe. Like, that is the power of present moment awareness. And you see, just even speaking, and you saw how my voice just lowered different octaves. It's because it's bringing you down, it's slowing you down. And then when you slow down, your thoughts become clear. Most of the reasons why most of us cannot get the thought that we want is because we're not moving slow enough. We've been taught so much to focus on the external, the physical. And we've been taught we need to act. We need to work hard. You need to do this hard. You need to study hard. You need to go. We need to slow down. We need to slow down to get the clear thoughts. If you look at any very successful person in this world, no matter what approach of success they've hit, whether it's sports, music, art, politics, education, military, money, relationships, everywhere in every part that you see, you will see they will say they slowed down. They set aside a certain amount of time each and every day for themselves, where it's just them, and that's shutting themselves out. And what they're doing there, they're doing meditation. They're sitting still and they're slowing down to bring order into the mind through present moment awareness. And so that's how you actually do that. And let me know if that helped you out with meditation, because I know a lot of people always like, Jason, can you teach me how to meditate? Can you teach me how to meditate? And then they laugh when I tell them, like, yo, I meditate in a lot of crazy ways. I listen to trap music and meditate. And most people be like, what? Trap music make me, when I want to really meditate and bring in clear thoughts about money, I listen to trap music. I'll close my windows, cut TV and everything off, and I just have some trap songs on a playlist that I have going over and over and over again. And then I have all of these different downloads, all these different thoughts of, okay, how can I create this? What's something else that I can do to create another multiple stream of income? How can I help a business that's existing right here in South Africa? How can I create better content for YouTube? Like, all of that comes through sometimes when I'm doing listening to trap music. So meditation is a lot broader of a thing than most people think. It's not just a bald monk. Yeah, I'm bald, but it's not just a bald monk sitting in robes on the mountain. Like, you can meditate doing a lot of things, and you do go into meditation most of the days. You just don't know it. And so because you're going into a meditative state without present moment awareness, you're not gaining the actual thoughts that you want. And that's one of the keys to it. And then the second method, this is the fastest way. This is the fastest way to actually start getting disciplined. And I'm gonna tell you a story about it as I go through it. And it's called Positive Mental Attitude. If you read any of Napoleon Hill books, he talk about PMA, positive mental attitude, all the time. And he tell you it's one of the keys to success. You have to build a positive mental attitude. And the reason why you have to build a positive mental attitude is because that is what builds your discipline. And the stronger your positive mental attitude becomes, the stronger your discipline becomes. It's like a mirror. They mirror each other. If you have a low positive mental attitude, you have a low order of discipline. This is where you see people who do yo-yo diets, or people who's always making New Year's resolutions over and over and over and over again with the same resolution. It's because they have a very low positive mental attitude and they're not focused on raising it. And this is where you see a lot of people who talk about, like, oh, I'm just keeping it real. You got to accept me for who I am. That's when you see low positive mental attitude. And so with positive mental attitude, this is where you can change your perception of a negative event or thought. And you do this by contradicting it with the polar opposite. This is using a universal law. And what you're doing here, you're taking anything negative and you're putting it into a positive. You're moving negative energy and you're like, okay, let me just look at the positive energy of this also. And so let's take the same example of somebody driving like a bat out of hell, driving crazy through traffic, while you and the kids just trying to get home safely. Y'all just had a nice time at the park. And then it's just this fool just driving crazy. Instead of getting angry, cursing, and being like, oh, I hope they get a ticket, go to the polar opposite and be like, man, I hope they arrive safely. I hope whoever they need to get to is okay. I hope they make it where they need to get to. I'm going to send them some loving energy. And it sounds crazy. You have to start trying it. And the reason why it sounds crazy is because no one teaches this. And the people who do teach it, mainstream Hollywood consider them quacks. Most movies talk about people like us. But what they don't tell you though is when you start doing this, when you go into the positive, you're sending positive energy. The only thing that the law of attraction can bring back to you is positive energy. That is through the law of vibration, because even though a negative event happened, you're in control of your vibration. I'm in control of my vibration. This is when people say no one can make you angry, you choose to get angry, they're talking about your vibration. What type of mental attitude are you approaching to things? Like if someone came up to you and let's say if you had you have a goal of wanting to be a millionaire. And let's say if someone come up to you be like, hey, maybe you need to do this, or hey, you should try this. You can take that negative. However, you can also take that positive and be like, hey, send me more information about that. Yeah, let me know something about that. Do you know someone I can talk to who's done it that can help me? Those are two different approaches to the same situation, and you have control of that. And by controlling it through going to the higher or positive vibration, it's forcing the law of attraction to only send you a positive vibration in return. And this is one of the simplest ways to build discipline. The more positive things you start seeing come on your benefit, the easier it is to make a sacrifice and be disciplined. Like, this is what people don't talk about. The easier it becomes to become disciplined and make sacrifices in your life. The reason why it's so easy for me to go stricter in some of my eating habits is because I'm so disciplined of I don't eat a very specific way. So when I need to do long time intermittent fasting or long time dry fasting, like you may have saw me last week where I did the dry fasting for a few days. I'm more disciplined and it's easier for me to get that because I'm in a positive, higher vibration at my baseline. And this is very crucial. And so really think about that. Try both of them out, try one of them out, but try one of them out today. Today, try one of them out. And I highly recommend the positive mental attitude. I'm not going to give you real concrete detailed steps because I want you to just try it. Whenever you start catching a negative vibration or you see yourself getting angry, upset, frustrated, those type of things, sad, depressed, go to a higher vibration. So I'm gonna give you a different example. If you're angry, find something else about that situation. Find out how this situation is helping you. What is the learning lesson from this situation? If it's let's say if it's a boyfriend, girlfriend cheating on you, hey, you now learned the lesson of, okay, this is the type of person that I don't want in my life. If it's let's say you're at work and your boss getting on your nerves, you can go to the positive. You know what, man? I can't wait until the day I start my own business so I can treat my employees better than this boss treats me. That's a higher vibration. Someone cuts you off in traffic or do something, just send them loving energy like, oh man, I hope you're doing great. If you're sad, depressed, go watch a video that makes you happy. I like watching cat videos. They make me happy. And so that is how simple it is, and that's the exercise for you. And so if you want to start building your discipline and getting a lot stronger, shoot me a message or leave your email below in the comments and let me know. And what I'll do, I'll send you the printable PDF that I have talking about this. This way you can have it on your phone, and it's a digital, so you can print it out, put it on around the house, or you can just keep it on your phone, on your computer, or on your tablet device. And it's a digital PDF. That way, just quick references for you. If you want to go deeper into meditation, if you want to go deeper into positive mental attitude, and I'm also going to go deeper and give you a 1-day challenge. This is one thing you're going to do, a 1-day challenge, and it has steps in there for you. And it's going to show you and walk you through the power of positive mental attitude. And I'm telling you, if you do this, this will actually start changing the way you look at life on a daily basis. Let me take a sip real quick. Man, I love tea. And this is the story I'm going to share with you. So when I first did this positive mental attitude assignment, it was when Cece and I were living in Panama. When I first did it, it was a 7-day positive mental attitude challenge. If you thought a negative thought for too long, you had to keep starting back on day 1. The first time I did it, it took me a month. No, it took me 2 months. I'm sorry. It took me 2 months to finish it. This is how powerful this is. The second time I did it, it took me a little bit over 2 weeks. Then the third time I did it, it took me about a week and a half. Then I finally hit the 7 days. Then I stopped doing it. And then when I did it again, it took me about 2 weeks. Like, this is how powerful this is. And this can really change your life. And so if you really want that digital download and you really want to start reaching your goals and being successful, just shoot me a message or leave your email down in the comments below, and I will get that out to you as soon as possible. And hey, I'm Jason, and just remember, success is simple once you know how.